Today, I'm going to talk about books. I like reading, and my favorite book genres are science fiction and crime books. I like reading crime books because in crime books, events are faster and I don't get bored while reading them. And also, each little detail is well planned and important in crime books. I like reading science fiction books because in science fiction books, everything is possible. I can do everything, I can do whatever I want, and reading a science fiction book is the best way to escape from reality. Also, I prefer reading book series to reading single books because in book series I can follow the events for a long time and I love this. Um, I have read so many books so far and I am now reading Sherlock Holmes detective stories that are written by Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm a fan of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock is now one of my favorite fictional characters, and I started reading it after recommendation of my friend. She said it's really different and exciting story, and Sherlock Holmes is an interesting man. You must read it, and I started reading it, and I really liked it. Sherlock Holmes is a brilliant detective. He's tall and thin. He wears a coat and with a strange hat. Um, he can get information from very little details, and he lives in London in 221B Baker Street, and he knows every street in London extremely well. Um, he has a partner. His partner's name is John Watson. John Watson is an army doctor, and Sherlock and John solve the cases together. They help Scotland Yard to catch the criminals. About 2 months ago, I lent one of my Sherlock Holmes books to my friend, and she didn't give it back for a long time, for a really long time. And when she finally did, I realized that she poured something on my book, maybe coffee, and she didn't even say sorry. And I got really angry with her. I'm still angry with her. And this happened so many times. And that's why I don't really like lending my books. Mm, I don't also like borrowing books. I prefer reading my own books. And um, I want to write a book in the future. I like reading and also I like writing. I like sharing my ideas with other people. And I am improving my writing skills. I'm joining to a competition next week, a writing competition. I write short stories sometimes, and if I write a book in the future, it will probably be a science fiction book. Actually, I can write a crime book too, but writing a crime book is really difficult because you have to plan each little detail and your plot has to be logical. This is not easy, and writing a science fiction book is a little bit easier than writing a crime book because you are free to do everything. There is no impossible in science fiction books. The only hard thing about writing a science fiction book is to I have to be really creative, but I think I can do that. So I want to write a science fiction book in the future. Thanks for listening.